damn moonshine shack. So there's really not a big, huge problem with the moonshine shack per se. But what I actually have noticed, and I've noticed it a lot more since I've been hanging out with my friends and looking after my dailies and doing everything I gotta do for not just myself but for my posses and my friends and stuff. But now I'm trying to feel like there's some more bigger problems with moonshining. And it's not just the moonshine shack, it's moonshine shack is mainly it, but it's wagon runs, and then it's the harder thing is basically bounty hunting, which I freaking hate. Okay, if I don't have to bounty hunt, if I don't have to go out and bounty hunt, and I don't have to run after someone that's thinking like they know everything, then I'm okay. I'm perfectly okay. And I'm not just saying this for a little story per se. I'm okay. But then the moonshine shack, why I moved, why I got away from crapples of trees. I moved mainly because my good friend, my best friend, my brother, technically my brother, Cusker, he moved his over here. I find it's way easier, so I left it. So that's basically the reason why I moved it all the way over here. I'm going to go over to Madame Lazar. I got to give her some stuff. Then we're going to go over and we're going to see what other different horses I have. I did get a different horse just to see how it really handles. It's not the greatest. It's fast, but it's not the greatest. Another reason why I got this one per se is because I have this on story mode, and I named her Miss Spots. And now story mode, I don't know if you know this, but story mode, you can't really, per se, you really can't just change different sexes of the horses. You have to pick a certain horse and then buy it. Well, I found this one. A friend of mine actually has the same one. He doesn't really talk very much, but everybody loves this because, well, I've dressed her up, made her look pretty. She's been through a couple of 3 huge missions, and she's done good. Now, the last mission, I gotta say thank you to her, but we went and did a boat mission for the Moonshine Shack, and I feel like maybe we've died more than we should have. But weirdly enough, we've only had to restart the entire mission twice. So that was good. Kudos on that. But we're going to go over to Madame Lazar, and then we're going to go over to a fast travel. We're going to go over fast travel. Maybe we'll go over to Saint Denis. I prefer Saint Denis a lot more than this area. Or we'll go over to Blackwater. I don't know if we'll go to Valentine. I'm not a big Valentine kind of person. Like, I'll go to Valentine. I like Blackwater a lot, but we'll go over to Saint Denis. I really prefer Saint Denis. Just hope we don't get run into the night folk in Saint Denis. Oh God. I hope not. It does not happen. Yeah. No, we're just going over to Madame Bazaar, selling what I gotta sell. I think I see her in the distance. Now, I'm not sick or anything. I just get frog in my throat. I'm also gonna tell you guys, if you're out and all of a sudden something pops up about your Moonshine Shack or a Moonshine Shack quest, don't be scared to do them. 9 times out of 10 you can do it, but 9 times out of 10 you really shouldn't be doing it. But anywho, it's still fun.
But it's worth selling these as a set, you know.
Lady, I don't care. Okay? I need the money.
More for the whole set, you know. Done. But the whole set is worth your while.
Wow, okay. So, let's go over to get me a different horse. hopefully we can have the one that I'm looking at. Now there's one that I want to get, but you have to have a moonshine check level. I think was like something 4 or 5 or something. So we're already in Blackwater. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go to Blackwater. So we'll go up to drive up to Black. Um, we're already in this area, so let's just go up to Blackwater. I gotta pay my bounty of 55 cents. Yeah, it sucks. Whatever. I don't know wherever the hell we were, and I want to get the hell out where we were, so. Oh, that was West Elizabeth. Okay, cool. Booker's Cove, hey? I definitely know where the hell we are at. And there's Blackwater in the distance. So I've been playing this game for the last 6 months, roughly. I've really have enjoyed it. My brother Cusker, he told me to get it, so I got it. I can't believe how much I actually fell in love with a video game. Like, I literally fell in love with a game. I've always been an avid gamer for Neverwinter. I always worried about my guild and my family on Neverwinter and doing my dailies and stuff on Neverwinter. But I'm literally have to say one thing. I look a lot more forward to hopping on this game than I do on any others, so it's whatever, right? So I'd rather be coming on here and paying homage. As I said the other day, it brings me back a lot of huge memories. I remember a lot more than people think. Um, as a child. So this is how I was raised. So I was raised in actually I was basically raised at a provincial park. But I was raised around a home that we were only allowed to watch TV at night. And if it rained, well then we can stay inside and we can watch TV then. But a lot of the times you had to be outside, you had to be active, and you couldn't just lay around and do nothing. And you had to literally like help the family out, and you had to literally just do everything that you had to. My dad was, I don't say he was strict. He loved everyone, but I know that he wanted things done, and he had things done a certain way. And I know Dad didn't have things done a certain way, then he would have gotten really upset. So I remembered when we lost my dad, I lost a part of me inside of me. So then I don't know. I feel like when I've gotten older, it really hurt because I miss the part of who I've lost. So I remember as a kid, it's I don't know. I just really can't talk too much about my childhood and how I see it, because if I talk about it, it's gonna make me wanna cry. Because then if I'm talking about my childhood and I'm remembering the way things used to be before Dad died, then I'm gonna wish that things were still the same. But as I've gotten older, I know that my dad's happy and he's okay. So when I get onto these games, it brings me back a lot of memories of staying in on Saturday evenings and watching. We're basically watching one of his favorite westerns. He used to love, and I still remember this to this day, but he loved, and I know he still does, but he actually really loves, and I know still does, John Wayne. John Wayne, I was raised around it my entire life. I was raised around um, horses and cattle and farming, and I remember going up to the farm and just enjoying just sitting there in the combine and talking to Dad about our day. Or we're sitting at the dining room table and we're just talking about what the next day is going to come for all of us. I remember when Dad's cancer came back, we were at the family farm, and Dad said, I need to talk to you, Princess. So I sat down and he told me his cancer was back. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just talking about how I was raised just around this stuff. I was 13. I didn't know I would only have 3 years with my dad. I thought I would have unlimited time with him and everything was going to be fine and he wasn't going to be sick and he was going to be all right. And so every time I wake up in the morning, I'm always doing what I was raised. My dad, before he got sick with his cancer, he always got up every morning, put his Wranglers on, put his boots on, grabbed his cowboy hat, and he was out. We were at the farm, he was out in the combine, he was out in the tractor, he was doing whatever he had to do. Before I was born, he used to work up at a coal miner, and he was a miner, and I was raised around all that. But then after Dad died, a part of me died. But then after I've got the game, I brought more homage to myself, and I feel like I finally got more closer to not just God, but I've got more closer to my dad. After maybe 6, 7 weeks, I really thought maybe it was time for me to go put myself before everyone else. So then I did. I started thinking about myself and everyone else and not worrying about anyone else but myself. And it sounds selfish, especially now, but I really have looked after myself a lot more than I should. So now I'm just
Well now, been a spell since I saw you last.
I'm just trying to make myself better. So I don't know. We're gonna go up to Valentine, but there's some people around here that I don't want to be around. But no, so this game really brings me back a lot of memories. Like I remember, I have the entire, I call it, well, stash, but I have the entire movie collection, let's just say, movie collection of my dad's most favorite John Wayne movies. But then I also have every single other I have all the John Wayne movies. So when I really miss Dad, I'll literally sit down and I'll just sit there and I'll grab my cell phone and I'll look at the picture of my dad and my brother. And then I'm thinking, like, God gave me another chance when my daughter was born. That's why I stayed. But then God took my brother instead. And that's how I see. Because last January, we lost my brother to terminal cancer. And he died pretty quickly. It was within a week after we found out he was going to die. So So this coming up summer, I'm going to start putting myself first and start looking after myself and start doing things that I really got to start doing. And if no one really goddamn cares, then I don't really give a shit anymore. What the hell is this? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even notice this before. Must be new.
We got some specials today. Come visit the butcher.
This must be because of I'm doing the story mode and stuff. And that wasn't like that a while back, so it's pretty cool. But now, guys, what is your most favorite remembrance? Now, my remembrance is my hero. A lot of people always say, if you're daddy's girl, you're always going to be in your father's world. I've always been
There you are.
my father's girl. I've always been there for my dad. Like, I've always done things that not a lot of girls would have ever dreamt of.
You keep treating that like your own child, all
But
right?
then I'm thinking, like,
Well, it doesn't hurt to stock up on ammo. You never know.
if his cancer got better, he would have been 90, and then eventually I would have had to bury my dad.
Beautiful condition.
So,
keep it up.
in a way, it's good that he's gone. In a way, it's not good that he left. But I'm really happy that
Good. Ain't no trace of rust on that as far as I can see.
he's not here. I'm more happy that he's not around anymore. I'm happy that he's gone. And it just makes me feel a
Keep
lot
treating
better
that like your own
knowing
child,
that
all right? Good on you. I'd recommend
he's
loading up on
okay.
extra ammo.
So, guys, if I'm not posting a lot, I have a lot going on in my life. If I'm not coming on and I'm not playing constantly, I gotta start
Ain't no
thinking
trace of
about
rust on
not
that as
just
far as
my
I can see.
myself,
It
but
doesn't hurt to stock up
I
on
gotta
ammo. You
start
never
worrying
know.
about my family. And my family is everything to me, more than anyone else in this world. My father didn't get that time with us
Beautiful
kids,
condition. Keep it up.
but I'm gonna have it with mine to make sure that I'm never gonna
You know
be
what?
like,
I bet I can make this piece work a lot better for you. Bolts, triggers, parts.
I don't know anymore.
Back here.
But anyways, we just got my Lancaster back, which I really would rather have than a carbon, so we'll just get my Lancaster. We'll go grab my horse, and then we'll drive off into the sunset. I'm gonna get off of here because all my amazing friends and fam is off now. But yeah, guys, start thinking less about yourself and start thinking more about your family. But as I've actually keep seeing how I've done it is think about what's really important. But Lucky and I, we're gonna say goodnight to everyone on Red Dead Redemption and everyone in the family. We're gonna say goodnight. Say goodnight to Lucky? I think you're say goodnight. Actually, I want to see how fast this little fucker goes. It'll do. Okay, I actually want to see. Alright, guys. Hope you guys have an amazing night. Stay safe. Hit that like, subscribe button down below, and bye for now, guys.